It was his first public appearance as USC's defensive line coach and co-defensive coordinator, but he told his life story to a room of strangers like he'd known them for years.
I lost my mom when I was 9, never met my dad a day in my life. I'm the oldest. I have a younger brother, younger sister. I went on to live with my grandmother in high school. And so I would like to pay a lot of, respect to my grandmother from a shaping standpoint. However, she passed away my senior year of high school. And then my aunt that was living in the house with us kind of took over as custody, if you will. My freshman year of college, I went to school at Georgia Tech. My aunt passed away. And so I technically grew up alone in a sense.
Eric Henderson says his story once scared him, but now it empowers him. His story is one of resilience, faith, and an unyielding desire to help others.
I think you have to be able to help as many people as you can, and I realize that sometimes you don't know who you're affecting. And in the coaching world, you got so many guys that come from, several different backgrounds and experience so many different things that if you keep it quiet, you may be missing out on a blessing or an opportunity to change someone's life. So I realize the importance of that.
Henderson's altruism mirrors the personal philosophy of one of his few surviving childhood mentors, his high school guidance counselor, Judy Lee. Lee was first introduced to Henderson by fate, but has stayed in his life ever since by choice.
I had all the people whose names started with a certain part of the alphabet. We had like a ratio of 1 to 350 or 400 children. I always had the beginning part of the alphabet to a particular part, so I'm pretty sure he was just my part.
Lee and Henderson grew closer during his junior and senior year as he started to get more serious about going to college. What started out as simple run-of-the-mill academic advisement sessions between the two eventually turned into longer and deeper chats about the complexities of life.
He always seemed, to shelter, to protect himself, though, about letting people in. He was very outgoing, but at the same time, he would be afraid to let a person in, because what would then happen, that loss. And you can only take, I think, so much at a time. But yes, he's very friendly, very outgoing, can sit and maybe I used to like to talk and maybe he likes to talk. So maybe that's why we got along so good.
As Henderson's senior year progressed, the excitement of committing to a college was clouded by the growing concern over his grandmother's declining health.
And all I wanted was for her to see me pick the university that I decided to go to. Because I knew that she was getting close to the time that she probably would leave us. And, and that didn't happen. She ended up passing on January 5th, I believe right before my birthday of my senior year, and signing day was February 7th. That year, and I just wanted her to see it, and so that didn't happen, at least in the physical realm.
Henderson's decision to attend and play at Georgia Tech should have been filled with excitement and hope for the future, but in reality, it was bittersweet, overshadowed by grief. In hindsight, it was ultimately a pivotal moment for Henderson, one that would shape his determination and resolve for years to come.
I think that was a turning point for him. I mean, that he could easily have gone to the streets and given it all up, or because he felt all that pressure, on that he then said, I'm going to make them proud, whether they're here or not, I'm going to make them proud. And that's what he went on to do.
Henderson and Lee continued to grow closer as he made his way to college, in part due to Lee's dedication.
So I promised him that I would go once a year to each one of his games so that we could keep in contact. And because I didn't want him to feel like he had no one, I wanted to feel like he had a constant.
She was huge. She was another mom. I mean, it's funny because, I didn't have my mom around, when she passed away when I was 9 years old. And they say when people, you lose people in your life, God bless you with other people to replace, that fills that void, if you will. Ms. Lee definitely filled that void.
Fueled by hard work and determination, Henderson has risen through the ranks of football, both as a player and a coach. And Lee has been there every step of the way, filled with pride that only a mother figure could possess.
is going to get me all emotional, because I tell him all the time how proud I am of him already, of all the things that he has done, all the things that he's accomplished, and so much of it on his own. His willingness not to give up. When so many young people these days just give up at the first adversity, he still feels that there's a plan. There's a plan there, and he just kept working and working and kept persevering.
I never saw anything less than getting here. I don't know how to think small. And was the reason why I left New Orleans, didn't stay home for college, went to Georgia Tech. Everything was just a big vision, big picture, but I wanted to just do it the right way. Bam, bam, bam. And no matter what happens, I was going to get it.
The product of Henderson's childhood adversity is a tenacity and authenticity that guides him through any situation. It's also what draws him to people and makes him so successful on the recruiting trail.
I totally believe and know that anybody can do it if I could. If you know my background and the things that I've been through and what I've been able to come out of, you can't tell me you can't have success. I just don't believe that. You just have to be willing to work and go through hard things. And if you can sustain those things and just come out of it and keep pushing, then you'll have success. You'll realize that a lot of doors are open for you.
He's going to make you work hard, but it's not any harder than he would have worked himself. He gave 100, 110, and he's going to expect nothing less than that.
As a self-described people person, Henderson exudes passion about those he recruits and coaches because he knows firsthand how life-changing a mentor can be.
And when you have those people that genuinely care and they'll do anything to, be there for you, it was everything I needed. Ms. Lee, she was awesome. I love her to death. She's very proud of me. And so, I just want to continue to make her proud, my family proud, and that's why I do it.
Henderson and Lee's bond is lifelong, and one that goes beyond school ties. Lee, along with her husband and son, live in Louisiana and all attended LSU. However, come September 1st, she will be in the stands of Allegiant Stadium cheering for one team in particular, Team Henderson.
Even though you may be an LSU fan for sure, we purple and gold. I got an LSU Tiger thing right here over this, wall. So I would never pull against him. So I told him no purple's being packed, so I'm not wearing purple and gold. Come Sunday, Eric's going to be in my heart.